Good for you. Let's get rid of that thing. Right, ignore them now. Moving swiftly on. Holy crap, this is a mess. Who can I recruit out of all this? Him. Just run in there and recruit all the broken ones that my boys are bashing to bits. Ushak the Wild. He sounds like Zed from Police Academy. Holy crap, look at the slaughter. Hang on, get out the way. Don't go into that one. Hang on, who can I recruit here? There's people blowing up all over. Hang on. Looks like I've recruited a big dude here.
You will join me.
He's got bigger horns than I have.
Swear to serve you.
Stay and fight.
I fight for you.
Who have we got? There was someone who was on the floor. Hang on. I'll get him up. Hang on, I need to... Me against him. This guy over here, look. Where's he going? Where's he going? Hang on, hang on. I can't get around the corner. Another one goes down. Look at him, folding up. Big gorilla. How come there's all this massive fighting and all the mini orcs are focusing on me? I'm chopping. Another one goes down. That's a big chopper. He's got two of them. I wonder. Hang on. Here's the last one. Oh, he's broken. Nice. We're blitzing through their armies.
You will fight at my side.
God, you got bigger balls than me? What? Where did that come from? Who are you talking about? Stay and fight. We got him? I think we got him. We got him. Cool. Another victory. You guys talking about RTX 2060s, 2080s and stuff? Who knows what the price of the graphics cards is going to do. We all thought that the like 1080s and stuff and 1060s were going to drop down in price as soon as the 20 series were released, and Nvidia sort of fudged the prices a bit on that. I think they're dropping in price slowly now, but didn't work quite as we all planned. I got a ton of stuff there. Region defended. Talion level 60, excellent. Skill points, armor, cloak, 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 dagger, 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 ring. Story.
Talion held back the forces of darkness for decades. But the Dark Lord's ring had a will of its own.
It is over.
He's back.
Together, we will turn towards Middle Earth.
Talion finally fell and joined the Nine.
Sad end. Oh, I liked old
In the
Talion.
years that followed, the One Ring was found. The newest of the Nazgul traveled with his brothers to the Shire in pursuit of the new ring bearer. And then, after decades of war, darkness gave way to light. A new fellowship. And an unlikely hero. Death came. Death Death to Sauron. Death to his dominion. And death to Talion,
They got him.
who walked out of darkness and found freedom.
Oh, did he have a happy ending at the end? There he is. Now that looks pretty. And finally gets to change his armor and his outfit. This is obviously him as a younger man. But the question is, will he be back? Will there be a third in the series? Told you, if you can't beat them, join them. Okay, is that the final? It is! Wow, I thought there's going to be a lot more siege defences to do than that. In memory of Megan Walling. Farewell, Megan, you'll be sorely missed. May your next journey be as wondrous, remarkable, enjoyable as you were. In memory of Beth and Alan. These must have been people who were either on the development team or related to the development team, maybe? I don't know. I've never heard of them. Wow, okay, folks, so what do you think of that? I was expecting that to go on a lot longer tonight. I thought it might even have to be split across 2 streams to get that finished. I was under the impression there was going to be about 10 siege battles at the end, which seems like a lot. But, well, no, that was fine. Didn't go on too long. Wasn't drawn out too much. I hit level 60, which I think is the max in the game, and I suppose it's where you've got to aim to hit by the end of the game. All fit in. Good fun. Those fights were pretty chaotic. But they weren't that hard at the end. And this is on Nemesis difficulty, which is about it's above midway, I think, for the difficulty on this. You don't want to turn this into a dick measuring competition, but what specs are your PC, Mark? Oh, is 80 the max? 80 levels the max? Okay. I didn't know that. Thanks. My PC is a Ryzen 2700X, 32 gig of RAM, and what have I got? I've got the, what do you call them? An M2 500GB drive, a Serial 80A hard drive, another 500 gigs, both for operating system and games. 3 gigabytes of storage in total across 2 more hard drives. And it's a GTX 1080 Ti video card. Where they have 11 gig of RAM, I think. I haven't looked at the specs since I put it together, to be quite honest. It's not just it's not like I don't build any of my PCs like a drag racing machine that just goes full power all out to do one job, max at FPS or whatever in games. I build them to do the most efficient job and the most stable job, what I want them to do. So in this case, it's built for streaming and video rendering and playing games at the settings I need to so I can get ultra settings on, which is 1080p, because I'm sat close to the monitor. I don't have room for like 28-inch and above monitors, so it's just 24-inch monitors, 1080p, I'm sat close to it, don't need a higher resolution, makes the performance dead easy. If I wanted to play on 1440p, it'll easily do that, but because I stream and record, I don't feel that's of a benefit where I am at the moment, so that's what I use it for. Did you hear 3 gigabytes? 3 terabytes. 3 terabytes of storage, sorry. Yeah, that would not fit many games on at 3 gigabytes, considering this one's about 110 gig by itself. It's huge! I'm not quite sure why it's so huge compared to other things, but it is pretty damn big. Yeah, it's a good machine. There are faster builds or builds that will get you more frames per second, like the Intel i9s and stuff. Well, not just i9s, but other Intel chips. But the Ryzen chips tend to beat them on multi-threading tasks, so they take a lot of the load of streaming off, because I don't currently stream with the 2 PC setup. That's a plan for the future. And basically, they just breeze it, and they cut my video rendering times down by half compared to the i7 4790K that I used to use on my other machine, which is just parked over there. So yeah, it's seems to be pretty good. Does the job. Does everything I need it to. Yeah, I could possibly do with less storage, but I keep a lot of video footage around for possibly longer than I need to. And it's just nice having that space. Considering the price of, you know, hard drive storage these days, it didn't really make much sense for going for less than that. So it works out pretty well. So this game, I mean, crikey, what time is it? It's like 20 to 9. Wait, how long have I been streaming for? Oh, an hour and 40, okay. Well, we're going to fill it up with something. Do we switch and do we start playing Full Throttle tonight, point and click adventure? Do I start playing through one of the DLC, either Baranor or the Elven Assassin Lady? I don't know how long they last. Zord, you've played this. Have you played the DLC with Baranor and Eltariel, is it? How long do they last, roughly? Are they like quite long sessions? You can always use the old machine for the multiple computer streaming setup. That's the plan, Smegley. Well, there's no need for me to do it yet. When I get, or if I ever get Twitch Partner, get enough viewers for that, maybe sometime in the future, then I'll be able to bump the settings up on the stream in 1080p. I'll have the bandwidth available to do it. You don't really have that at my settings at the moment, or my level at the moment, really. I don't always get the Twitch options on the ingest servers and stuff. So, and then I'll have a benefit of streaming from a second machine, which can do all the work and stream at a higher bit rate, and can do all the processing power on that, which will do it quite nicely. It'll be fine for that. And that was the plan when I built this. But as this copes easily with streaming games at the moment, at the levels I can stream at, then there's no need to mess about with a second PC setup. So who knows, by the time I get to where I want to be, maybe that PC will be redundant and we'll all be doing something different. Who knows? Stardew Valley? I'm not streaming Stardew Valley tonight. I've already got 4 games on the go, Smegley. I've got one with both of my kids. I've got one with the wife, believe it or not. She plays it as well with us. She uses one of the kids' account. And I've got one with Kid A for when Kid B is off doing something else, and one with Kid B for when Kid A is off doing something else. So I've got a lot of save games of that going on the go. We don't play it a lot, but yeah, it's there handy when we do. Baranor's is a little long and hard, and the Altariel is short. NVIDIA Shadowplay should be able to stream at 1080p. I could stream at 1080p with this, but the bit rates that I upload at, and that's the problem. It'd be I streamed this at 3.5, what is it, megabits, so 3500 kilobits, which looks, oh, nice picture, which looks fine, but if I don't have the Twitch options, or you viewers don't have the Twitch options, then you are forced to watch at my streaming upload rate. And I don't always get that being an affiliate. It depends how busy Twitch is and what the other partners are streaming and stuff. So if I were to stream at 1080p, I'd have to up the bit rate to 6, which is the maximum I can upload at the moment, or a maximum Twitch will accept. And it would look alright in 1080p, depending on the game you're playing. That's really when you want a second PC to stream from, and you set the streaming preset quality to a slower setting, so it has more time to set it per, well, it basically puts a lot more effort on the CPU. You get a better looking stream at the same bit rate. However, a lot of viewers wouldn't be able to watch that, unfortunately, until I was a partner, and then they get the guarantee option of all the settings there. What the hell is going on here? Is this the guy? Is this the guy who saved me twice, this orc? These must be people. These must be the loving memory of things, are they? That came up earlier. It's an interesting part of the credits that I wasn't expecting. Shadowplay, not Shadowplay, but the NVENC streamer, which I use to record all this locally, on the 20 series cards is better than on the 10 series, and you can stream a bit more, but again, at the lower bit rates, the X264 CPU encoder is superior still. At the higher bit rates, not so much, but that's the case. NVENC has always needed higher bit rate to get the quality. This dude, this was an unknown benefactor orc who came. It is him. It is him. He saved my ass twice. He came in and saved me from certain death. Is he based on this? I mean, this is obviously some musician. Is he related to the game, or is he just someone who... He's got to be related to the game. He must be one of those people who this was made in memory of. Was he? Do you guys remember this orc I'm talking about? Twice he came steaming in, saved me from death, and said, "Not yet, Ranger. Not yet. Your time will come to face me," or something. And he's called like the unknown saviour or something. How does streaming from another PC work? Does it capture the screen? Yeah. Basically, what you have to do is send all the output. Well, there's two ways of doing it. You can use, I forget the name of it. It's like a network protocol. And you can set your streaming software up here. Wow. To output it all across the network to the second PC. Just without rendering it down. So it doesn't have such a high load on the CPU. And the second PC receives it. Pink cowboy hat. Nice. And then that renders it and sends it all up to Twitch. So it takes a lot of load off your gaming PC CPU. So you can do it that way. And the other way of doing it is having a second output HDMI cable or something from the DisplayPort cable from the graphics card, and a capture card on the second PC so it captures your screen and other stuff. And that way you have to mess about a lot routing audio, probably through a mixer. So it captures the game audio, your voice, your microphone, but also captures into there. You have to worry a little bit about the latency of the audio streams to match the video streams. It's a bit more setting up, but that works as well. But there's this, I can't remember what it's called. It's a really cool system that they use in professional broadcasting and stuff. But the one that works across the network, if you have a separate network card and interface just for that, so it doesn't clog up the rest of your network trying to send the information up to Twitch, that works really well. Yeah, that's the man, Zord. He sometimes saves me. I wonder what he was doing in the game, and I wondered if it would ever be explained. And here we go. Michael David Forgy, 1973 to 2016. Guy was just 5 years older than me. Forthog forever. Well, that is like a really cool tribute. I mean, a really cool tribute. I don't know what relationship he was to the developers or the game, but was he just a musician or was he part of the team? I might have to look that guy up. But that was really, really nice. Does he appear in there? I'll never see it in that list. They're not in order, alphabetical order. But yeah, not just to say in memorandum of, in the credits, but to give the guy a part in the game, a mysterious part that has you wondering. That's pretty cool. He must have been an important guy to someone. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's almost no additional PCI Express bandwidth load due to the direct low latency frame access via what? And they're going done via AimThink. The NVENC is good. It takes all the work of rendering off your CPU. So it's good for that. It's great for recording, because the videos I upload to YouTube are recorded at a bit rate which varies. For something like this, the bit rate is probably about 23 to 25,000 kbs. And I stream at 3,500 kbs, but I'll load it in a lower resolution. So it's 720p I stream at, and 1080p that I record at. And I could record at the same quality in 1080p for about half the bitrate using X264, but obviously that would mean re-encoding it and using the CPU twice, which would really lock things up. So NVENC is great for some things, but to get the same high quality you need a higher bitrate, past a certain point anyway. So that's why I don't use it for streaming. Other people do. You can, if you've got the network available, the internet connection available to stream at huge levels, then NVENC and using the video card makes sense. It makes perfect sense for recording, because I use it for that. The Shadowplay I used to use for recording all my videos with. But at the moment, it's not the best option for the level of streaming that I'm at and do. Just use an Elgato card? Yeah, well, that captures the video output and stuff, but you still have to mess about. I've looked into it, and to capture it on a second PC, there's a bit of audio routing issues and stuff. It's extra complications. It's all can be overcome. It's just extra complications, and I prefer the network idea as well. I forget what it's built into OBS. I forget what they call it. NIS or something like that. I can't remember. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this. Skip. That was really good.
With each year I wear a Silver's ring, but my mission.
The road goes ever on. You've completed the story of Middle-earth's Shadow of War, continuing the battle by building the ultimate fortresses, increasing your rank in online conquests, and avenging your friends in online vendettas. You can also complete any unfinished quests, hunt captains, acquire new gear, and find any remaining collectibles. The story continues in the Blade of Galadriel and Desolation of Mordor downloadable content packs. So, what are we on? It's 10 to 9. I either end the stream early and start full throttle next time, or we do something different. What should we do?